It's make or break at the BMW Championship, but only 30 punched their ticket to the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. He is doing it again. Matt Kuchar topping the leaderboard during the playoffs with an opening round 7 under 64 to kick off the BMW Championship, the third leg of the PGA Tour Playoffs for the FedExCup. Kuchar is making a strong argument as to why his name should be added to the FedExCup trophy after the Tour Championship. Leading the FedExCup standings after his win 2 weeks ago at the Barclays, Kuchar has finished inside the top 10 in 6 of his last 9 starts. His opening round 64 marks his second best opening round of his career. Interestingly enough, Kuchar has opened up with rounds of par or better in 21 of 23 starts on tour this year. And Cog Hill is a familiar place for Kuchar. He won the U.S. Amateur Championship on this course back in 1997. He'll be heading out for round 2 at 12:50 Central Time, 1:50 Eastern from the first with Charlie Hoffman, who is second in the FedExCup standings. He shot an opening round 1 under 70. Keep in mind that there's no cut this week, so players have the possibility to make up lost ground on the weekend or vice versa. And another player who right now is within striking distance is Ryan Moore, sitting just 1 shot behind Kuchar. Moore shot an impressive back 9 consisting of 7 birdies. That 29 coming in is now a back 9 course record at Cog Hill. He was 1 over through 10 holes, but by birdieing 7 of his final 8, he jumped to 6 under for the tournament. Moore is sitting 58th in the FedExCup standings and needs to finish strong this week to qualify for the Tour Championship. He will start off his second round at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern with Mark Leishman, who is the only rookie last year to make the Tour Championship. Leishman will start off his day at +1. Ian Poulter is 1 shot behind Moore after his opening round 5 under 66. Retief Goosen and Charlie Wee are both at 4 under par. Now, of those 3, only Goosen is inside the top 30 at 20th in the FedExCup standings. And defending champion Tiger Woods, boy, had a rough start to his round. World number 1 opened up with a double on the first, a bogey on the par 3 6th before making the turn. He was 1 under on the back 9 and wound up +2 on the day. He'll start off his second round at 10:10 Eastern Time with KJ Choi. Tiger, who is 51st in the FedExCup standings, needs to finish it tied for 5th or better to ensure a spot in the Tour Championship. And with 40 players going home out of 70 this week, there's going to be a lot of positioning as the week progresses. Here's a look at the projected cut line. If players were to maintain their current position, here's who would make the cut and who would just miss out. Bill Haas, Ben Crane, and Nick Watney are all just inside, while Vaughn Taylor, Camilo Villegas, Robert Allenby, and Anthony Kim all need to make a move. Doug Bell is at Cog Hill with more now on what we can expect Friday.
Casey, thank you. Welcome to Cog Hill, where the big story heading into Friday's second round is the condition of our leader, Matt Kuchar. Following his 7 under 64 on Thursday, he could not do any post-round interviews because his throat was so sore. He has flu-like symptoms. The good news is he's hoping that by 12:50 on Friday, his tee time, that the 24 hours he's had to recuperate will really help him, and of course the antibiotics. One guy who is hitting it probably the best he ever has is Charlie Wee, trying to get to the Tour Championship for the first time. Look for Charlie Wee to continue his solid play in the second round on Friday. And the greens are a big story heading into the second round. In fact, Tiger Woods said he doesn't believe there are any super low scores like last year's 62 that he posted on Saturday because of the inconsistency in these bent grass greens. They were severely stressed this summer because of hot temperatures here in Chicago, and the bent grass is really high right now, and in spots it really is kind of thin, so the players are doing a lot of guesswork on these putting surfaces. Our coverage begins on Friday, the PGA Tour Network, at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. That's Sirius 209, XM 146. You can also listen to our coverage on PGATour.com. Casey?
Thank you, Doug. You can watch second round action of the BMW Championship starting on Golf Channel at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. But even before that, if you would like to see live action, you can head to PGATour.com to watch live ad. That starts at 10:15 Eastern.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, proud sponsor of the PGA Tour.